I'm joined by Chris after the Port Vale game. Just firstly, give me your overall assessment of what you saw from your newly looked squad today.
Yeah, obviously, it's been a bit of a hectic week. With the change of manager and a lot of changes to personnel, and obviously we've had to do a lot in a very short space of time. New way of playing, kind of getting the group to kind of gel together as best as possible. Additional training session, which is going to become the norm for us. So in terms of what we've done there, it was a bit of a free hit just to kind of see where we were at, how we were kind of looking, and so many positives, lots of positives. I thought we played good football at times. Our work rate off the ball is key to how we want to play, and the fitness levels that kind of sit behind that. So I was pleased with that, and I thought definitely in the first half it was an incredibly even game. Probably the goal for them was just a bit of a miscommunication from us. I think other than that, it was pretty even. We were creating chances, they were creating chances, and then second half probably just a little bit too slow to kind of react to the tactical changes that they made. Again, a goal that we could probably have done better with, but that just comes with comms and information that we're kind of given in possession. We deserved a goal. We had a great chance at the end before the penalty, and I think perhaps if we stick that one away, then go and get ourselves the penalty, we could be coming away here with a point, and we wouldn't have looked too bad for it. So yeah, loads of work to do, but in terms of where we're at and what's been going on, that was a huge stride forward, and lots to look forward to for what's coming up.
Yeah, and I suppose in first games you're just sort of looking for anything that you can sort of take from it. So you got the positives.
Yep.
What else have you learnt from today?
I've learned that we've got a lot of potential to kind of evolve on what we've already worked on. So we can do more in terms of the principles that we're looking for, how we want to play our football. There's a lot of talent in the squad. We've recruited well. We're going to be a young team. We're going to focus on youth, but that means that they're coachable. They come from great backgrounds. It opens up the pathway for us. And yeah, look, there's areas that we need to work on. I think at times we probably played ourselves into trouble. That's just more patterns of play. So again, that's only going to be fixed with more time together as a group on the pitch. The contact time is going to be key, especially over this next sort of 2-3 weeks, and that will kind of really see us solidify what we're trying to look for. But the girls have been great. I've said in the game, just in the chat just after that, I couldn't have asked for more. I think the way that they've reacted and responded to what's been going on, the sessions, how they've been today, taking information on, has been first class. So I think real credit to all of them as well for what they've done and sort of adapting to what we're asking them to do.
And you said you've only had a week with them, so you've had 2 training sessions and today. So obviously to push a team that sort of finished 4th, obviously got quite a bit of money behind them, pushing for promotion. You must be really pleased with what you've seen. Yeah.
Look, don't get me wrong. I think Port Vale will probably look at this game and think they could have, apart from a couple of great saves from Darcy and a couple of maybe sort of poor moments of concentration for them in front of goal, they may have been able to have got a few more. However, we've given them a really good game today. They've had to fight for every single inch, and as I said, it wasn't a case of we were just kind of holding on. We were matching. I think tiredness probably set in a little bit towards the end, so we probably had about a 20-minute spell in that second half where we kind of dropped off. But other than that, it was a very even game. So really proud. And like you said, good team that finished 4th last year. They've had to work hard for that, and we don't give away points. If we can't win them, then we're going to make sure that teams are in a hard-fought battle with us, and we've done that today.
Are you taking that positive into next week? You've obviously got a cup match, you've got a break from the league, so it sort of gives us that little bit more to have a look at the team as well.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're spot on. It's a great opportunity for us. It's a home game as well, which I think is good. I think it would be great to kind of get a few more fans down to kind of cheer the team on, see what we're doing, and it's a great opportunity for us to do a lot of work this week in training. We'll have a bit of reflection on this week's performance, and then we'll have a bit of a look ahead. But like I say, it's a really good opportunity. And then following that, some really big league games to come up. So we've got a 3-game spell now where I think we can really sort of consolidate and look forward to some positive results, which I'm sure will come if we carry on like this.